So today I figured I'd walk the job site of one of my customers' house being built, because I hear a lot, of times buyers are saying, what's the point of having a realtor? What do they do for me? All they do is just show up at the closing and collect the paycheck. But that's the furthest thing from the truth that I can say that I do, the service for my customers, is after they sign the contract, that's when my work begins. And honestly, that's probably one of my favorite parts, honestly, of all of real estate over the last 23 years, is coming out to the job site, checking on the progress, but also making sure that everything is being built the way it's supposed to, right? Pulling a tape measure when they form up the boards, making sure everything is square, taking the level and making sure that everything is level and plumb. So for me, my work just begins when they sign the contract. That's the last time, most of the time, you're gonna hear, honestly, from the salesperson that works for the builder. So you think that that salesperson is gonna keep you updated or send you pictures? Furthest thing from the truth. Listen, they have a quota. They have to have sales every single week for the builder. So unfortunately, you're not gonna get the level of service you're gonna get with me if I was your agent, because I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna have you send me all your structural options, all your design options, so that way when I am checking on the progress, everything is being put in that you paid for above and beyond the normal price. For example, outlet in the ground. I'm gonna make sure that that's there as they're forming up the boards and everything. If you wanted extra can lights in the ceilings, gonna make sure that's there. Outside cameras, wiring for that, gonna make sure it's there. So I go way above and beyond, and I know that for a fact because customers have told me that, but that's where I really pride myself to be different than, I'd say, probably 98% of the realtors that are out there, is making sure that everything is being done correctly and the buyer, you, are being updated every step of the way. Good example, this house right here that's being built for my customers. I came out, been updating them for the last month and a half. The first month, they never heard from anybody. The salesperson actually that helped us no longer works here. They quit. And then the construction manager, great guy, but he got it taken over from somebody else. And obviously he's been playing catch up. So, it's one of those things of why you really want to make sure when you're picking an agent that not only they have the experience, but they also are going to keep in contact with you and keep you updated on the progress of your new construction home. They're going to send you updated pictures and videos, but then they're also going to make sure that when the house is being built, that they're actually checking it, right? To make sure, from what they can tell, that everything is looking right. Perfect example. So you have the form boards up on this house right here. I come out with my 100-foot tape and I'm pulling it and I'm making sure that it's square or within a couple inches all the way around. So that way, if you do have tile or engineered hardwood or something going in one of the rooms, you're not gonna be 5, 6, 7 inches out of square, and then they gotta compensate for it and make it up. So I wanna be there every step of the way. You're getting 23 years of my experience of the things to look for as well, going through the new construction build, because unfortunately, a lot of times, things happen, right? There's oversights, construction manager misses things. You get, people that go through it, inspectors, they don't catch things. So that's why the more eyeballs you can get on a new construction build, the better. And that's why, obviously for me, when I'm going through these homes and I'm doing this, that's where I pride myself on. So perfect example, we'll come into this home I told you being built right now for customers of mine. One of the things that I noticed and pointed out to the construction manager, and he already knew about it, which was great. And it looks like he already fixed it. So they had the plumbing outside the wall. It was too far out. So it looks like they had fixed it, and now it's behind there. Because if they wouldn't have fixed that, when they would put the drywall on there, obviously it would have had a nice bump out in the drywall. So for me, you know, going through, checking everything, making sure it all looks right means everything to me. If I don't know something, I've got a buddy who's been doing construction for 25 years. He's a contractor. I send it to him, and then he tells me if it's right or wrong. And if it's wrong, what needs to be fixed on it, so I can address it with the buyers and they can let the construction manager know. The more eyeballs that you have on these properties, the better. You have to, because if you don't, then it just runs into issues. Like, perfect example, you can see this door casing right here is flush. It should be a 1/2 inch all the way around, so when they put the drywall on, it sits flush with the casing. So yes, you do have 1/2 inch here, but it sits flush at the top there. Same on this side right here. So again, that's something that have to get addressed to make sure that that gets taken care of. So I figured I would address this just so that way, as a buyer, you understand the value and the benefits of hiring somebody like myself as a realtor to be your advocate, to be going through the property, checking on it, and making sure every step of the way is being done right and nothing's being missed or overlooked, especially when you live out of state. That happens a lot. I get a lot of people from up north. They come down, they buy. Obviously, you know, the salespeople promise them everything, but as they're going through the house, they're not getting updated, things are being missed, and then the time comes for the final walkthrough, and they have this huge, long laundry list of items that need to be addressed, and either A, delays closing, or B, they close it, and then they have people coming in after the fact, disrupting their life, trying to get things fixed. So that's why, for me, I make sure every step of the way, every 2 to 3 weeks, I am coming out. I cannot say it enough and keep you updated to make sure nothing is getting missed. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. My name is Frank Harris. I am broker owner of Coast to Coast Home Realty. Again, like I said, I've been doing this for 23 years. Really pride myself on new construction. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button for future videos. And I hope you find this one of value.